I'm making a connection now with a very esteemed spiritual being. As this person made their connection with me, I've had an overarching feeling of joy, fulfillment, and then when a connection was made, it was almost with sadness, like a relief of sadness or appreciation. Now the person, our guest, has identified themselves as Mary Magdalene. And I will just honour that is indeed who's communicating at this time. And I trust that the connection is true and for our highest good. And it is with gratitude and great honour that I share this vibration. My friends, it does not matter where you have come from in your life. For if you know my personal story in one of my lifetimes upon the earth, the one that has been recorded, you will know that I came from a harsh place. And you also will know that through my own actions and my choices, I was in a desolate, worthless, seemingly worthless place in my life. And then through my own self-realization, from repeated circumstances in my life, I realized that there was more to me than I knew. And there came a time when I was prepared to open my mind and open my heart and indeed open myself to a much greater realization. Maybe I was fortunate, maybe it was my karmic destiny, but I found myself in a situation where I came within the presence of a divine human being, where I was able to experience the sensation or the warmth or the envelopment of unconditional love. It was a connection like no other. It was one of absolute purity. And it was also one, for me, internally, of absolute joy. Joy to know what could be manifested upon the earth. I did not realize at that time that what I was experiencing was the future evolution of all human beings upon the earth who choose to evolve and form and develop this higher aspect of themselves. And it is true that unconditional love will become manifest upon the higher frequencies of human beings upon the earth. And it will be a matter of time rather than a matter of choice. It will be just is. It will be just what there will be. And will be manifest through the united collective consciousness of all those upon the earth, including you, who put their minds to it. And through the will of your mind, through the thought processes that create substance in the sphere of the earth, and that substance is in turn combined with the substance from high spiritual beings who love unconditionally humankind, for they view you as their children, as their offspring, just as a mother and father love and honour their own children. And there is a coming of age for humanity, and it is with joy that the spirit world will welcome humanity as it crosses the threshold that it is now approaching. It is as if a grand parade of flowers, bouquets of singing, of divine music and divine love raining down in sheaths and sheaths upon the earth. And it will be felt by each of you who have the wherewithal to pause in your busy lives and to open yourselves up to experiencing it. For it may only truly be experienced at this point in time through your own endeavour, your own open-heartedness, and your own open-mindedness, that this is the reality which is beginning to dawn upon the earth. And there are those who underwent great tribulations around the time when my lifetime was recorded. And many of those people who have incarnated again and again with great strength, great fortitude, and great understanding, effectively through their vibrationary incarnations on earth, despite their discomfort in coming back, have then, through their own vibratory nature, spread faith and hope and love upon the earth beyond what could be spread from the fifth dimension or above. For there is nothing as powerful as a vibration of love incarnated into the flesh, to be potent in your worlds. And now it is as if the generator is being turned on, as if the awakening is taking place. And slowly but surely it will be like the budding and the flowering across the earth of human souls, opening to the light. And as it opens to the light, it also draws the light in like a magnet more to the earth, where in times gone by the frequency of the earth has been repulsing the love from the higher dimensions. But this is the shift that is upon the earth. There is now a transmutation of the old to the new. It is indeed a time to celebrate and to look forward to, and to find within your own hearts and within your own souls the faith, the trust, and the love to step forward in a world which at this time is otherwise filled with confusion, concern, and those who seek to cloud this awakening and this great reconnection to the spirit world. And there are a great many of us who have had time here on earth and have in more recent earth time had time away from the earth, preparing ourselves as spiritual beings to help manifest and bring about these changes upon the earth. It is a great plan. It is a coordinated plan where many of us are now returning to the spheres of the earth. We know where you are, we know how people have been hurting, and we know full well the history of the earth, for we have been part of it. And now many of us are now returning with remembrance and with renewed vigour to build and renew love upon the earth. It is a joyful time, and coming into your Christmas time, it is a time of remembrance and a time of deeper connection. And as you strive to make this deeper connection, so you become an attractor for more light upon the earth. So my friends, go now with love and hope and trust in your hearts. And know that beyond the disruptions and the hurts that may or may not be in your life. There is a sea and an ocean of love which is there and is coming towards you as a sea to bathe in, to replenish yourself, to heal yourself, and to find the way and the means for your soul to come into much beautiful, fuller condition upon the earth. The fruition of your soul upon the earth, like the wings of the newly formed butterfly exiting from the cocoon. So go now, find your subtle wings, feel them in your soul state, and soon they will strengthen and you will be able to rise above it all. My love, and not just mine, but from many of the other disciples or those who have chosen to follow the path of love and light. We are here collectively to share and convene with you. And I myself am honoured to be an appointed one to speak and communicate not only to you, but to many masses of others around the world. Blessings to you all, my loved ones. God bless.